Good morning, everyone. So today we are going to conduct geography class. Children, we have started our chapter resources. This is your first chapter of geography. I already have started this chapter and I have told you the meaning of resources. What are resources? Resources are the gifts of nature. They are the gifts of nature, but when man uses it to fulfill his needs, then only any natural gift becomes a resource. So all the resources, they are present in the nature. The things are present in the nature, but we are utilizing it according to our needs. Then only some natural gift becomes a resource. Like I've given you one example that earlier also springs were there, water springs were there, but later on when man made a water wheel and they started producing hydroelectricity, then that natural resources, natural gift becomes a resource. Children, resources are of three types. First is natural resources, second is man made resources, and third is human resources. Now, if I talk about first one, that is natural resources, what are natural resources? The resources which nature has given us, and we are using it directly or by little modifications. These natural resources, only natural resources right now I am explaining. Natural resources are what better? On the basis of origin, they are classified into two parts. What they are? They are biotic and abiotic. I feel I know that you all already know that what are biotic resources. Biotic resources are the resources which are obtained from living organisms. Like, can you give example? Plants, animals, what they are? They are biotic resources. And abiotic resources are the resources which we obtain from non-living things, like your land, air, water. What they are? They are non-living. So they are abiotic resources. Next is on the basis of development. Development means how resources are developed. Basically, resources are developed in two ways. First is potential, other is actual. Potential, this word many of the times you have heard from your teachers that a child or your child and this child is having potential to score 90%, but he is not using it. Similar way, some resources are present in the country, but because of less technical advancement, because of no knowledge of using that resource, we are not knowing its actual amount, that how much amount that resource is available in a country. When we do not know a resource actual quality and quantity, it is called potential resource. That means a country is having potential, but due to less technical advancement we are not exploring it out. Like, can you do you remember some of the examples of potential resources? They are uranium in Ladakh and petroleum in Himalayas. They are present there, but we are not exploring it out due to less scientific knowledge and technical advancement. Similar way, actual resources are what beta? Actual resources are the resources whose quality and quantity is known to us. We know that this much amount of this resource is left. So that is actual resources. Actual resources are also called developed resources because they are already developed. So can you give some examples? Like coal, petroleum. We know that they are about to finish and this much amount is left. Similar way, iron ore, all your gold. We know that this much reserves the country is having and we are using it. So now I am coming to my next point, children. This is renewability. Some resources are renewable, some are not. So the resources which can be renewed in a short period of time, they are called renewable resources. And the resources which once consumed, once used, cannot be renewed, they are called non-renewable resources. So here is your, on the basis of renewability, we have two types: renewable resource, non-renewable resource. Renewable are what? All your sunlight, water, they are renewable, and non-renewable is all your coal, petroleum and minerals. Once they are consumed, they are finished. Now I am coming to the next and the last natural resource, that is on the basis of distribution. Children, on the basis of distribution, we can divide resources into two parts. First is ubiquitous, other is localized. Children, ubiquitous means universal. the resources which are present everywhere on this earth, they are called ubiquitous resources. And localized resources are the resources which are found at a particular area. Like I've given you one example, that go and explore and dig out all your ground next to your house and maybe just see, do you get some gold or some copper or petroleum? You would say, no, ma'am, it's not possible. You are joking. Yes, I'm joking, because these localized resources, they are specifically found at particular areas. So, ubiquitous resources are the resources which are found everywhere on this earth, like your sunlight, air, water, and localized, the resources which are available at a particular area, at a particular local area. So they are known as localized resources. Children, these all are parts of natural resources, which was your first part. Now I'm coming to the second part, which is man-made resources. If I talk about this pen, if I talk about this blackboard, if I talk about your phone, have God made this? Is it made by God? Is it made by nature? No. Man has made it. How we have made it? By using other resources which were present in the nature. So human made resources are the resources made by humans. When resources are made by human beings, they are known as human resources. Like children, all your settlements, all your buildings, all your whatever you things you see around in your room, all those things are human made resources. Very much clear? This is clear to you, all of you? Now I'm coming to third, which is known as human resource. What is human resource? I'm a human being. Your father is a human being. You are a human being. So human resource is what? When human itself uses his skills and knowledge to produce something. That is known as human resource. Do you remember early man? He invented fire by rubbing two stones. So he became a resource that time. He made copper. He found out the copper and he made copper tools first. Copper was the first metal to discover. So all those things that time also were present. So early man only explored copper. He has not explored gold. He had not explored coal, petroleum. So later on, some humans with their technical advancement, they had explored out all those things. So all those things, they were possible because of human resource. Because if humans are not using their skills, they are not using their knowledge to explore it out, that is not a resource. That thing will not use as a resource. So human, when uses his skills and knowledge, he explore out things, and then only he becomes a human resource. Like for example, who are the human resources? All people who have some specific skills, like your teachers, engineers, doctors, lawyers, carpenters, cobblers, everybody who is having some specific skill. So goldsmiths, they have done specific skill. Teaching, there is a specific thing. Similar way, your engineers, they are making dams, they are making some other things and roads and everything. So this is all possible because some human serves a country as a resource. So this is known as, a person who has specific skills is called a human resource. This third one is clear to all of you. So these three, natural resources, man-made resources, and human resources, all these resources are part of a country, part of a nature, and we are using it. We are using and we are utilizing everything in this on this earth. Now children, as things are available in abundance, and human have this nature to explore things more. So when we were exploring it, we started unknowingly, we have started exploiting it as well. We are using it too much. All these things, we are using it too much. We have wasted it, and this causes environmental pollution. All your air, land, water, everything we have spoiled. And because of that over usage of resources, now there is a our resources are less in number. Now they are decreasing. The people are saying that save petrol, use bicycle. Why they are saying so? God has given everything for our need, but not for the greed. And what man has become? Human have become greedy. We have taken out things, without thinking much. We are using it, we are throwing it, we are wasting it. So because of that, resources are less in number. Now they are left very less. That is why, what is need of an hour? There is a need of an hour to conserve them. Conservation means what? Saving our resources for future use. And when we use resources for our future use, and we are using resources wisely, this is known as sustainable development. I'm repeating, beta, what is sustainable development? Development without damaging the environment and saving resources for future use is called sustainable development. So, development we have to do, we cannot stop ourselves, we have to grow, it's our nature. But we have, with growth, we have to save our nature also. This is the theme of the chapter, that you should know the meaning of resources, types of resources, and how we can save it for future use. This is all about this chapter. I hope you are going to understand this by this video, and you would get to know that two different types of resources which I have not able to clear up in my previous class. You would know this meaning. If you have any doubt, of course, I am going to continue and conduct the classes, and which I will ask all your doubts and clear it as well. Thank you for today, children. Thank you.